Hey everyone, Morgan here. So in today's video, I wanted to show you a viable source for water in your home. So your water heater can hold a variety of water, but ours in particular holds 40 gallons of water. That's an insane amount of water to just let sit here and not use if you're in an emergency or disaster situation where, you have a water heater, you have all this water, but you're not going to access it. You want to learn how to actually access that water. This could be good, viable water for you to use in a variety of ways, even if it's just for hygiene purposes. This is good, viable water that you can take. So we have a gas water heater. I am going to talk to you about how to do it with an electrical water heater as well, but I'm going to show you the process of exactly, our system, our gas system. So let's do it. So first of all, because we have gas, we want to shut off the gas valve, which is right back there. Okay. All right, I've shut it off. So I've shut off the gas. You don't have to shut it off outside. However, if you want to, go for it. However, that should be sufficient. For an electrical water heater, you just want to shut off the electrical breaker that goes to your water heater. Find the cold water shutoff valve, which should be at the very top of your water heater, and turn it off. All right, the hardest parts are done. Your gas is off or your electric, and you've shut off the cold water valve. Now, I'm gonna hook this water hose to here. Door. There's a valve right here, and you just want to turn it. So we have this little garden hose, but you could use a regular garden hose if you want. We just had this little one. You could use a bucket. You can use a garbage can, whatever you want. The purpose is, you're going to take this water out, and then I would highly suggest that you sanitize the water. Don't just use it, even for hygiene purposes. I would still sanitize the water, okay, before using. So here we go. Once the valve is open, you'll want to open the pressure release valve, which will allow the water to flow. And whenever you're done, just go ahead and push the valve back to where you had it. The water will stop. Bada boom, bada bing. But you see, when we get real close to the water, some of this may be from the bucket, some of this is from the water heater. You can see that you really want to get rid of all this stuff in here, okay? This is not ready until you filter and sanitize it. So, but it is viable water, absolutely. So while this is a fairly simple process, you need to do it. And actually, people should be draining their water heaters pretty regularly as just per maintenance of their water heater. So again, while this is like a fairly easy process to do, you may run into certain problems. Like when we were turning off the cold water, we realized that our valve was like stuck on this hose, and we had to move the hose in order to get the valve. Okay, these are things that you want to find out long before an emergency or disaster. How to actually shut off your valves, your electrical or your gas, how to just do all these little processes. So again, this holds 40 gallons. Some people may have smaller ones. It doesn't matter. This is good, viable water for you to use in an emergency or disaster, and generally for maintenance purposes to keep your water heater running good. So that's it. This is just another way to get water in an emergency or disaster. If you have your own water heater, it is again a very simple process, but one that you must try before an emergency or disaster to know exactly how to go about the process. Thank you all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.